Hi homeboys and homegirls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Jordan, if you don't already know who I am. So I'm gonna be telling you guys a story of how I crashed into my mom's car. I gave you guys a vote on TikTok of what you guys wanted, and you guys said this story time the most so far, but I am gonna have 2 other story times coming out sometime next week, or maybe one this weekend, just for you guys to be excited about that. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications bell so you guys don't miss when I post. But okay, let's get into the story. So this story happened last summer when I had just like a little bit after I turned 17. Now, before you guys start, do you have a license? No, I didn't have a license. I still don't have a license because I feel like you don't need a license to know how to drive. I feel like, yeah, that would be nice to have one, but I don't feel like you need one. But I'll get one, whatever. So I had been telling my mom how much I wanted a car, whatever. My mom was like, you know, if you want a car, work hard and buy yourself a car. Like, my parents have always kind of instilled that in us. Like, you want something, get it. You know what I mean? Because my parents, my mom and dad, like, have... Well, my dad has a whole bunch of kids. My mom doesn't really have that many. But, you know, it just wouldn't be fair to buy one a car if they couldn't buy everybody a car. So they've always taught us to work hard to try to get what we want. So that whole summer, I was working a lot trying to save up for a car. And it was, like, stressful at some points because I genuinely hate working. I really, really do. So I guess that was kind of a problem that I ran into with that. But finally, I had saved up enough money to even, like, be able to start kind of looking at cars that I wanted to buy. So I was scrolling and scrolling, and I found this one car. It was like a 2006 Volkswagen Passat. I don't know anything about cars. I knew nothing about this car. So the only thing that the lady said was wrong with it was the water pump. That ended up being a lie, but that'll be a whole other story time. So I found somebody that would fix it for me, like a mechanic that I know. So I was like, you know what, that's doable. Like, I can spend that much money, X amount of money on fixing this, whatever. So I conversed with the lady for a few days, and finally I was like, okay, this is the car that I want. So I told my mom, my sisters, and my dad about it. And for the most part, they were all like, no. My mom was like, do not buy a car like that needs work. And I'm like, well, like, it's an easy fix. She's like, a water pump is not an easy fix. I'm like, yes, it is. She's like, no, it's not. Volkswagens are like German made or something like that. She's like, that's going to be expensive. And I'm like, well, the guy said it's going to be this much, da, 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 da. She's like, okay, Jordan, I'm telling you right now that that's not true. And I'm like, whatever. So, but like I said, that's a whole another story time. So, one day my mom had just got home from work and my older sister was with her. And I said to my older sister, like, will you take me to go look at this car? And my older sister's like, does mom know? And I'm like, no. And like, do not tell her. So my sister's like, okay. So me, her, and my little sister, we go to look at the car. We drive to the lady's house. She probably lived like 10 minutes away from me. So we get there, we're looking at the car and everything. She's telling me like the only thing that's wrong with it is the water pump. Why would I even buy something that's wrong? I was stupid. So whatever. She's like, yeah, the only thing that's wrong with it is the water pump. Great car, runs great. Clearly doesn't run great. The fucking water pump is broken, but whatever. So I'm like, okay. And she's like, you know, you're more than welcome to test drive it. Did that, blah, 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 blah. So I pull into the driveway of this lady's house. I give her the money. We talk for a little bit, whatever. So finally, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to take the car. Da, 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 da. My sister's like, okay, like, you want to go home now? I'm like, yeah, let's go. Because the water pump, like, I didn't want to be driving around in it. Like, it'll overheat because I need to get that fixed. So my sister gets in my mom's car with my little sister. And the car had extremely tinted windows. Like, the window tint was probably illegal, honestly. But I liked that. I was like, yay, like, stand count. That's cute. I wish I could find a picture. Maybe if I remember, I'll find a picture. But anyway, so like I said, the car had really dark tint. And at this time, I didn't have glasses. I did not have glasses. And if you know me, I cannot see without my glasses at all. So I get in the car and I start backing up because I'm in the lady's driveway. I start backing up and you just hear a boom. And the lady was outside looking and she walked in her house because she was like, well, that car is not my problem anymore. So I'm like, what the fuck was that? And my older sister gets out the car and she's screaming at me, but I can't hear her. I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, just get in the car and drive. Just drive home. Just drive home. So she gets in my mom's car and she starts driving home. And I'm just thinking, like, what the fuck? Because this moment was supposed to be so good. And, like, I was supposed to feel so accomplished and proud of myself. But I felt like a big fucking dope because I'm like, my mom is going to ring my neck in. She's going to hurt me. So we're driving down the street and I'm just thinking like, oh my gosh, when I get home, I'm in for one. So we park the cars. When we finally get to my house, we park the cars and I get out and I go look at my mom's car and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know why I was backing up. So maybe you do need a license to drive. I don't know why I was backing up so fast, but I smashed her shit. Like, I smashed her shit. So, like, the whole entire door, not even the whole entire door, the whole entire corner, the whole entire bottom corner of the door was smashed. Me specifically. Don't come in my room. I'm making a YouTube video. They're coming in my room. Anyway, so the whole entire bottom corner of the door was smashed in, like the whole entire bottom corner. And I'm like, dude, this woman is going to hurt me. So me and my older sister are outside, like, trying to talk about it. And she's like, okay, I'm about to go let Beauty in the house. And if you guys watch my TikTok, you know, Beautiful is my younger sister. So at this point, Beautiful was 4 years old. She's 5 now. But during this story time, she was 4. So she's like, I'm going to let Beauty in the house because it's hot. I'm going to come outside and we're going to talk about this. So she goes to let Beautiful in the house. She comes back and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to tell Mom. I'm like, you think I can hide it from her? Whatever. She's like, let's see. Tries to open the door. The door wouldn't even fucking open all the way. She's like, okay, well, there's no way to hide this from Mom. I'm like, what the fuck? So, all you hear is my mom run outside like, who hit my car? Because Beautiful told my mom. Yes. Beautiful went and told my mom that I hit her car. I was like, no. So I'm like, you know, Mom, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm rambling. I'm like, I'm really sorry. And my mom's like, no, I don't give, like, what is going on? So she looks at it and she's like, are you fucking kidding me? And then she looked at my car. She's like, and of course, you don't have a scratch on yours. And I'm like, yeah, my baby's already a trooper. Even though that fucking car was not a trooper. I hate that fucking car, but whatever. So she's like so mad at me. She's like, you need to pay to get this fixed. She's like, I can't even like be happy and celebrate your moment right now because I'm so mad at you. And she started telling everybody that I hit her car. Yeah, you know how moms are. She started telling everybody that I hit her fucking car. So yeah, and then she was telling me that I need to help her get it fixed and that I'm not allowed to drive. I need to get my license before I drive, like all this crazy stuff. Did I do any of that? No. But yeah, I still to this day have not got her car fixed. Because I just feel like we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. And, you know, I think it gives her car a lot of character. I think it adds more to the body of the car. She does not think it adds to the body of the car. She actually hates it. But yeah, I still to this day have not got her car fixed. But she knows I love her. She knows I love her very much. And, you know, sometimes we just have to do what we have to do. But yeah, that is a story of how I crashed into my mom's car. She was really mad at me. One of these days I will pay to get it fixed. One of these days, not that day. Today's not that day. But one of these days. So yeah, I hope you guys like this story time. I have more story times coming out for you guys either this weekend or next week. Follow my Instagram at jordanairiyah. Follow my TikTok and my Twitter at Jordan from Vegas with a Z. Click the post notifications bell so you guys know when I post. And bye, homegirls. Bye.